Hello, welcome back to the channel. Apologies, guys. I am away working, so I'm traveling, so you can see why the background's like it is. I tried to get my mic set up as close to sounding as good as I could. It is what it is, but I thought I would make a video today about the Game Awards, because frankly, Game Awards are just a joke. Let's get into it.
We're on a mission from God.
So initially what got me onto this topic was Jaffe made a post, and I was going to go find that post. David Jaffe, who was the original creator of the God of War. I was going to go find the post. And the problem with Jaffe is the dude does not shut the fuck up. He literally tweets like every 30 seconds and then does a live stream every 30 seconds after that. So I couldn't find his tweet. But basically what the tweet was about, that he thinks it's crazy that people are freaking out about the DLC, which I think is perfectly reasonable. I completely disagree with having a DLC in the game of the year. You won Game of the Year last year, or in 2022, whatever it was. Why are you up when you've got a DLC? Doesn't make sense. However, Jaffe's tweet was saying that it's crazy that people are freaking out about that when the judges don't even play all the games. I was like, mind blown, right? I'm like, okay, let's go check this out and see what the hell's going on. So I scoured the internet, couldn't find anything concrete saying that they don't play the Game Awards. There's some references that sort of feel like that. I even checked it out with AI. And AI sort of confirmed that they don't, but also couldn't find any direct references of anyone saying that they specifically don't. However, if that's true, what the fuck? Are we literally letting people judge games without even playing them? That means de facto, if one of these games has not been played, then by, say 50% of the judges, it's got a 50% worse chance of winning. That's craziness. Absolute craziness. So look, the game, and it's not like there's any shortage of decent games that have come out this year. The games that we've got though is Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Refantasio. Now, say you've got 50% of the audience, 50% of the judges have not played Refantasio and Elden Ring. They're two huge games. You're talking about hundreds of hours, 200 hours minimum to sort of fit those two games in, I think, to get a good idea of what they're about. That gives them a 50% weaker chance to win the Game Award. Like, what the fuck are we doing? How do we judge something that we have no experience with? And even worse, then what if they're voting for these games for Game of the Year when they haven't played them? Absolutely blows my fucking mind. Every year, the Game Awards does something stupid. Whether it's, the wrap it up shit for, an indie dev who's like smashed it for the Game Awards, and they're like, wrap it up because, God of War guy took fucking 20 minutes last year. Whether it's like excluding Hogwarts Legacy just because of the controversy, which is fucking obvious that it was excluded because of the controversy. And if it wasn't due to Jeff Keighley, it was definitely due to the specific types of judges you're choosing. It's a problem with the media. It leans one way. Don't get me wrong. I'm a complete centrist. I have some ideas that are left-leaning. I have some ideas that are right-leaning. I have some ideas that are socialist-leaning. No communism or fascist leaning. But like, why can't we just get a good mix of both? Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on in American media at the moment. And it's also affecting the gaming media, which is just fucking sad, man. But look, I think these picks are great, but you got Astrobot, Balatro. I think a lot of people complaining about Balatro, but look, I've played it a little bit on iOS. But people are fucking loving this game. And I think if you're bitching about Balatro being in there because it's a card game, people are loving the game, man. Like, more power to them. Like, that's fantastic. Don't bitch about that shit. Like, this, if that game deserves to be there because it's so good and people think it's so good, then it should be in there. Absolutely. You can't put a DLC in there, man. Not when that game has already won Game of the Year. If you're going to do that, why didn't you do that for Witcher 3? That DLC was amazing. Doesn't make any sense to me. Just picks and chooses. Basically, I mean, I don't even know how to say this any other way. I don't know. It's like favoritism, but in Australia, he literally gets down on his knees for specific developers. From Software is one of them. Sony is another one. Hideo Kojima, another one. You see Jeff Keighley literally crawling around on his knees for those people, like the ball and the whole neck thing and like a lead. 100. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I think Jeff Keighley's a dick, but I do. But I honestly can see that with that dude. He just bends. This is the kind of game awards that we want, where the dude just makes up completely new rules every single year, and then we just got to deal with that shit. I mean, we all know what this is, right? This is a trailer fest. That's why I watch it. I don't watch it for the awards because I think they're biased. I think they're bullshit. I think the judges don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. I think they pick the wrong judges. They got judges who don't play the games. Like, how much more could be wrong with this specific game? How much more can be wrong with the Game Awards? Frankly, a fucking joke at this point. I don't think anyone takes the awards seriously. It's great to see whatever comes up because a lot of people watch. It's great to see like the trailers and, you know, I mean, literally it gets judged on that. People, like, he does a poll every year. Dude's on a poll, does a poll every year talking about, you know, how is this A, B, D, or C? How is my game of the year? And it's always judged based on the trailers. Like, I don't know why he even does the awards. I think we should leave it up to the Golden Joystick or some other awards that are fair and reasonable and not governed by someone who just makes shit up on a whim because they want to cozy up to someone. It's fucking political bullshit. Like, oh, I want to make them happy. I tell you one thing I was happy to see. I was happy to see Zhao in there. Zhao, 110% should be in there. I'm glad that it got nominated for an award. I don't know what it got nominated for, but it should be in there. Like, innovation in accessibility? Yeah, Call of Duty? I don't know, man. Like, seriously, Prince of Persia from Ubisoft could have been in the Game of the Year. Like, it was a fucking fantastic game. Like, just a great Metroidvania. Really clever level design. Great combat. Graphically amazing. Performed well. Didn't sell very well. I'm talking about performance, like, which is a fucking tragedy. You guys need to get out there and play that. But performed well. And this is, honestly, I just wanted to get on here and have a bitch about the Game Awards because I'm absolutely sick and tired of Keighley's bullshit. Like, the guy's an asshole. He's biased. And all it's about is the trailers. Can't we get someone else to do this job? I just don't think this guy's... I hate making negative content, but I'm sorry. The Game Awards are an absolute fucking joke. That's all I got to say today. I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.